Come on, Rangers!
Come on, Rangers! Missed the whole game.
It is Easter Monday. Dorking are heading into South East London in search of 3 crucial points that will keep them on the tail of league leaders Maidstone. Welling's Parkview Road is the destination. It's one of those grounds you might refer to as old-fashioned if you're feeling generous. A bumpy pitch and a hodgepodge of stands giving those who visit a sense of what football used to be like before the dark times, before the Empire. The hosts are embroiled in a torrid season, but they have hope, for Good Friday saw them visit playoff candidates Eastbourne Borough, who took a 3-goal lead by half-time. However, in keeping with the time of year, Welling resurrected themselves like an imaginary deity, scoring 3 second-half goals to secure the point that keeps them above the foot of the table. And with just 5 games left to play, Dorking desperately need to win to keep their grip on the coattails of Maidstone United, who today head to Dartford. Yet, despite the importance of the win, not a single soul from Dorking seems under any pressure. Rather, the team spirit is high and the self-belief strong. Right, good to get all of us here today. Perfect. What, we've got two games a week now. And all of our rivals are playing teams in form as well, teams that are starting to hit form. So it's going to be, and we're playing great teams as well. So long way to go. Long way to go, and when the whistle goes today, it's just about what we can do, and we just need to get prepped for this mob today. When I read the manager's, listened to his post-match interview at Eastbourne, and when I read the news this morning, the Kent news this morning, all he's talking about is how they've got no choice but to be direct. He's asked them to put balls in the box at all costs from anywhere. And ironically, because I didn't know this at the time, when me and Dino stood in that corner, watching them play Ebbsfleet, the first goal come from the left back, smashing the granny out of it to the right wing. Bloke took 2 touches, put a ball in the box, 1-0 against a run of play. They're just gonna put it on us. That's what they're gonna do. Now, believe it or not, the most important players, when that's the plan, a lot of the time, are the forward players, because you want them kicking and trying to go direct under pressure. Not in a controlled environment, if that makes sense. Obviously, you can't do anything about it when the goalie gets it, but if he remotely spills it, we have to press it. Okay? So, this is fucking about right. Fuck's sake. Let him start. So listen, tune in. So, they're going to bomb it, okay? They're going to bomb it. We watched them down here for Ebbsfleet, and what they are going to give you is the ball. And they're going to give you the ball by default because they're not the type of players that hunt the front 3. With them on the ball, we've got to press, okay? Yeah, we know how we play. That's going to be Alf and Jace today. Macca, Josh, and DJ. Macca, Josh, DJ, okay? And we're going to be man-for-man defending. We'll have to be good today, all right? Now, on a pitch like this, you can defend first. That's fine. Like, don't let it bounce. Fucking put head on it, fucking clear it, do what you need to do. But if your mate's got time, that's when it's an advantage to let him know he's got time. Because it could be the difference between getting the ball down and doing a 15-pass move or just slinging it. But no one plays these venues better than us. Give me a long day. 90 minutes is a long time down here. Nothing's an issue. They could score 2, we could score 6. I'm going to tell you up front now, this is not a team that are going to be able to defend us at all, right? So it's just about being compact and doing what we've done at East Grinstead, like amazing ball skills and pace of play on that pitch, okay? Remember, all times, forward passing benefits us, backward passing benefits them, because you're either going to force an error or you're going to force us to go long, which we don't want to do. The only time I go backwards is if you truly know it changes the landscape of the situation. All right, so I'm trusting you to get that right, okay? Let's go, boys. I'm not really overly excited. I just think you expect the unexpected. So 5 games, you know something's going to go awry for somebody somewhere. But it might not be today, might be another day.
when you least expect it. Football's so unpredictable. So you have to remind yourself just to worry about just trying to treat it like another day, really, because it really is just another day. I feel right now we're pretty much in a good place. I felt like we need to give Jason support up front today as well, because when you're playing 3G, you get that luxurious situation whereby you'll sort of create about 30 or 40 last third moments a game, which is quite huge, but it's because you're playing on a bigger five-a-side court, really, a bigger version. But when you're playing these pitches, sometimes the goal-mouth action can be a lot less. We have to take care of our own business, but just make sure we're aware of anything that might affect us fundamentally elsewhere.
Well, thank you. What does the money go into?
I've only been coming for about 20 years, but I just got into it and met some nice people and somehow got lumbered.
It's been quite a turbulent year. Obviously we've had 3 managers, numerous players, a very young squad, probably the youngest squad in the league. But yeah, it's a good challenge. The guys are very enthusiastic and they're learning as they go.
It's a strange thing, I was never into football. But what it was, my eldest son, who is football mad, and dare I say, has been supporting a certain West London Premiership team that plays in blue since he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Right.
Well, he moved in with me when he was 13. And I thought, well, we've got a local club down at Welling. I'll take him down there to see if he likes it. Well, he didn't, but I did.
And here you are.
And here I am 20 years later.
I think that the keepers that we've had have found it the hard way ultimately. They've made a mistake, and unfortunately their careers at this club have not lasted too much longer because, the results are all that matter.
So that's what it is. It's because they're making errors or whatever and they're just not
errors,
making
but
it.
It's continuous errors, I think, is the fact. It's not like they're not allowed to make one mistake, but it's if you're continually doing that. And it's the robustness. This league is unforgiving.
Yeah.
As we know, especially with the mature players in this league.
It's just for the love of the club, they're great people to be with, the fans. I've met some really good people. Last year it's my 70th birthday, and unbeknown to me, that between them and my son, they'd arranged a party for me down here where they gave me a lovely presentation, and it was really sort of something absolutely fantastic. It's not something you'd get with a football league club.
And today's game, what are you expecting from today?
A very tough game. We've obviously played Dorking before, and I played them at the end of last season with no fans as well.
Yeah.
Very fit team, very dynamic and ruthless in front of goal. So my goalkeeper's going to be very busy.
Have you spoken to them about anything specific about what to expect from Dorking?
Just a lot of shots, a lot of crosses coming in. Great with the overlaps and stuff like that, but no, they know what to expect. We've had Ebbsfleet previously as well a couple of weeks ago, Dartford, so all them teams at the top are always a challenge for our keepers, but that's why we're into football ultimately.
I'm expecting a good performance. That's all we can ask for. If I get a good performance, I'd like to get 3 points. I'd be happy with 1, but no, Dorking are high flying, but there again, on Good Friday, didn't expect to come back from 3-0 down against Eastbourne.
These boys, I'll say something, they're really focused. Especially the ones coming in today new. They're the ones with the best attention in there. DJ, Cheadle. Who sings this?
All Saints.
Correct, 1-0. Go on!
Plus it is going to be bouncing around.
I'm thinking about going down here purely because Ebbsfleet did, and Ebbsfleet beat them, and they remembered shit like that. So, and also I just think any advantage, like if you can get a couple of goals up on these teams.
They obviously warm up down there for a reason, don't they? Because they want to go up, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally that's Westcott vibes. They obviously like going downhill second half.
You coming out for your SAS warm up? Right, listen, I don't want to use Jason unless we have to, because they're a big side, and if we get drawn into a long game, we're going to come second. So your job really is to be extra alert, but they're so ill-disciplined at pressing, there'll be someone with a bit of time or money, right? So we can play central with Clare. If not, one of these three will have a bit of time. Yeah. Worst case, quite a big box. It sounds silly, but give it DJ, put it in there. But hopefully,
are they mobile? They're back four.
Yeah, they're all right, mate. But I just think the longer we go, the more chance of coming second. So just try and get us playing. Ebbsfleet done a great job of just playing out the whole time. Try and get us playing at least sort of 85%, yeah?
I just wonder if it's worth, like, you know the one that I hit to Alfie sometimes, the length of the pitch? You should have scored 2 this year already doing it. And we can just stretch them like that, then it'll be easier to go.
What I would say is, if they're giving us a real tough time, I don't mind any tactic like that, right, as a one-off, do you know what I mean? But mate, don't force it unless we have to. So start the game trying to find your spare men. What we've got to remember is to remember that this is every away game in this league is tough, and this is normal. Back in the day, you'd play 21 of these a year, right? Now you've got what, 7, 8, like this, and some of those are like carpet. So this is normal football, and actually, when them boys went out East Grinstead, they just showed that they can play on anything. So I'm totally fine with it. To be fair, I think Jason will be good. Jason will be good. He's got the eye of the tiger at the moment. Trust me, told you, can't miss anything. Got the eye of the tiger, no pride, mate. Half the battle with football management is like, when you've been doing it so long, like you get all these little meta signs that you just never know. So when new managers go, oh, just don't get when this happens and that, and you just think, yeah, I know you probably won't get that yet, but in 10 years you'll know different little things to just know. You turn up just thinking you know little things. Music off. Good. Good, good, good. Right, excellent. Really good warm up. Very good warm up. Brilliant. Obviously, I'm sure you spoke about it. Dan, Lincoln, be aware of the goal mouse. Jason and Alfie, be aware the other way round, because the ball just bounces up anywhere, so keeper's handling will be difficult. Dan, Cheadle, Gallagher, Philpott, Oldacre, anybody. Ball's hitting at Dan, follow up. Follow up, don't assume, okay? Opposite end, follow up on the keeper. It's about playing football, but just playing as many forward passes as possible. Do not confuse that for long, because if you go long today, you'll come second. You'll come second, okay? It's just about being nice and neat and tidy and playing forward passes, okay? So I wouldn't be too far off our normal patterns. I wouldn't be too far off it. I think the main aim is if we can play into their half, Nicky, Jimmy's feet, play from there, get up the field, and we'll play in their half, okay, yeah? Simple. I've got limited info. That's why it's our best warm-up of the season, to be quite frank. So I've got really limited info. Don't forget your discipline. Make sure our appeals are really strong, okay? From the kick-off, if we win it, we're going to try and go down. And the shooting there is brilliant. Around the box, shots off, big-time shots off, okay? That's what we're looking for, okay? Jim, how you feeling? Good? Okay, fast start for you boys on the wing. Remember, I don't want anyone spare, okay, at the back. I want to make sure Nicky and Jimmy can go and engage the full-backs, just to make that long ball game a little bit tougher for them, okay? All right, boys, we play these pitches really well, always. The warm-up was great. We're ready, okay? Let's go. Come on.
23, Presley Cotton, 18, 4, 3, Bobby Joe Taylor, and 45, Denise Rodari.
All the best, mate. It's nice to meet you, mate.
On a pitch with more bobbles than a cheap hoodie after its 10th wash, Welling might well have home advantage. But if they do, it's not immediately apparent.
Great ball, son, great ball.
James McShane's volley threatens the neighbouring second-hand car dealership more than Kanaya Boyce Clark's goal, but it's a promising start.
Great ball! Great ball!
Welling respond with a burst into the Dorking half. Deepo Akinyemi gives Dan Gallagher a test, while the visitors consider how to start playing out from the back.
Brilliant, Macca. Relax! Get wide, Nicky!
A standard switch with Cheadle's left wand opens the Dorking flanks up, and despite the bobbles, Hewitt and Wheeler are looking dangerous.
Take him on, then, take him on, take him on. I'll bobble that.
Spinning!
2-2, DJ, hold!
We've got to be very relaxed today, very relaxed.
Yeah.
This is the game. If we relax, we'll dictate it. Make them, keep them calm.
Yeah. Oh, Macca. Good decision. Good decision. All right. Stand it. See out. See out. Got it. You're in. On your own. Get him out. Get touch him. Get in the box, Al. Love that. Fucking brilliant. Jordan, organise here, son. Hop. Cross it himself. We've got 4 in the box there, Josh.
Dorking are taking control of the play. Cheadle and Wheeler down the left-hand side are proving particularly troublesome for the Welling rearguard.
Time! Deliver! Jordan, well done!
Although Willing aren't exactly pressing very high up the pitch, Mark doesn't want the ball going back to the keeper when Oldacre is available to spread it around.
No. DJ's a spare man. Look, see it?
Yeah.
DJ! Jordan!
Nicky, be aware! To the ball, son, no crosses! There's a nick! Don't foul, stand him up! Runners, forward runs! Jimmy! What? Oh!
Nicky! Stay wide! Jordan! Isaac! Dan! He's spare! DJ! Let him know you're spare!
Josh! Be tight to him for the seconds off of Jordan's header!
Before the match, Dan Lincoln asked Mark if he could occasionally go long for Alfie, and 13 minutes into the game, he does exactly that.
What a touch!
He said before the game, do you mind every now and then if I pick out Alfie? Because I've done it twice this year and he's nearly scored.
Lincoln's ball negates the opposition defence and Rutherford clips a shot inside the far post to give Dorking the early lead.
Dan! Don't do it again! Don't do that again!
Dorking's tails are up like a fox in a taxidermist's shop window. And Alfie knows there are goals in them there hills.
Oh, Alfie, brilliant!
Teeds, good on Teeds!
Boyce Clark gets to this one, but his day isn't going to get any easier.
That's a foul throw.
Nicky, see this? Where's the picking up? DJ, pick up! Go on, shoot Nicky!
Do 16.
Go on, he'll nick that.
No,
there he is!
He'll nick that.
Good.
Well done,
Go on,
Alfie!
You're in! 1v1! Nicky's in! What a ball. Finish. Sorry, son.
Oh, mate.
Nick Wheeler is flying, but his shot is diverted onto the bar by Boyce Clark's fortuitous foot.
Jordan, well done. Oi, make sure you're talking to them, yeah?
Tom Derry does manage to nod a high ball on for Harvey Bradbury, but the chance is fleeting.
DJ! If they're not going to use him for them throws, which they're not going to, he's just got to keep our shape in there. I think the midfield three at the moment is our worst problem.
If DJ does get dragged and he's there open,
yeah, but I don't want him to. And what's happening is, right, Pryor's overcompensating, dropping in here, and they're able to fucking... Yes!
Every single time. Get us up, boys. Go on, you in. 1v1! Finish their foot.
Oh, mate.
Rutherford is consistently leading the charge, but it's Dan Gallagher who has the best opportunity to make it 2-0.
Oh, mate, how many fucking chances have we had?
We've often thought that Josh Taylor is too good looking, too charming, too good at football for his own good. It's not right, and we often consider throwing him to the ground in disgust like this.
Leave him!
Have that, Josh Taylor, you handsome scoundrel.
Watch the six line, Watch
Nothing
the six
silly!
line,
Nothing
Watch
silly!
the six line,
Jordan, come away! Put your hands down.
Alfie, good start, well done. Jace, ask him to watch his hands.
Jimmy.
Right, if that's a yellow kick, mate, what are you doing? What's that for then? He threw him on the floor, ref.
Clearly understanding that Taylor deserved what he got, the ref refuses to book James Matthews for pulling a Brett the Hitman Hart move, so Taylor seeks his own brand of justice, playing in Pryor, who in turn finds Rutherford.
Get in there! What's a fucking goal? What's a ball from Jason?
Jason Pryor's pass scutters over the minds of Moria before reaching the left rudder foot of Alfie.
5 to half time.
Dorking might be 2 up, but they're not resting on their laurels. The fuck is a laurel? Why did I say that? I don't know what a laurel is.
Fucking love that, you two! Love that!
Opposite wing! One ball! Good lad! Take him on!
He's down him at all.
The low shot squirms through the grasp of Boyce Clark, delivering Alfie Rutherford his 3rd first-half hat-trick of the season. To put that into some sort of context, Charlton Athletic once had a 6-year gap between Jim Melrose scoring a hat-trick against Everton and Gary Nelson getting 3 against Peterborough.
Don't fucking switch off!
Ringer.
Yeah.
Another assist for me, by the way. Because I see it, you hear me call it. Because I see him peeled off. I see the pair of them peel off that side. I said, Nicky,
but it's so narrow, isn't they? You could do that.
It.
We don't even have to look. Relax! It's going 10 foot wide. Fucking class, you. Boy, you're on fire.
It's all good. Ain't won yet. I was 3 down on Friday. But it weren't 3 down at Dorking Wanderers. The next goal is worth a lot of goals in this game. Like one more goal, it's going to be 5 or 6. So next goal's an important one. I want to make sure you manage to find margins. I know we're killing the time, yeah, but you don't win things without fine margins. I know we're killing time, but if a minute, 10 seconds to go, we give it back to Dan Lincoln in front of his net on a pitch which is fucking, you see these things on TV all the time, like over the years, where you can give it as like that, like a fucking golf ball on a green, and it just goes like that. Don't. I'm like, wow, no. So we need the ball in play. Because the ball in play, they've got a 0 defensive shape. So the ball in play is important. So by that, what I mean is, like, we've done a good job a minute ago. I think for that goal, we started with, I think we told somebody to go inside to Josh, Nicky. I said to Nicky, just go inside to Josh. Josh was there. And we just sort of linked up play. If the ball's in play, you can guarantee that they're going to be chasing shadows. You need to be in midfield, use 3. Do me a favour, just get a little bit closer to the game, just a little bit closer, because just for a little spell, they were drawing fouls. They were drawing fouls out of us, okay? And I felt like it was because we were maybe 5 or 6 yards shy and they were drawing fouls, okay? So just get a little bit closer. Jace, just play, how you feeling? Feeling fine? Yeah, good half. Brilliant, there's more goals here for you. Just play Jace in all those areas you are. He's just taking them back out. So what I'm saying is, at times what's happened is that, DJ, you're sort of thinking I'll be spare but then I'll press. Josh, off the ball, you've normally just done something, so you're a little bit like, where's my fella? And then what happens is Jason then overcompensates and he drops in. Jason comes in trying to be an honest player, trying to do bits, right? And for me, it's just all a little bit, actually, I think we could engage it a little bit higher, enable Jason just to play there. Because when we win it, if we just go Jace, set, bounce, play, we'll score 25 goals. So they did. We need to be serious here. They were 3 down on Saturday, but they weren't playing a team that's created about 1,900 chances, right? But we do need to realise that if they got one, they might think, oh, is it that day again? It's not going to be. There is no, in this game now, it's just about no, I always say it wrong, unenforced errors, right? So what I mean is, what is it?
Unforced.
Whatever the word is. So Isaac, when you went travelling through the middle of the pitch at Meadowbank, half a chance. On this pitch, mate, that's fucking 9 metres is a long way running with the ball. This is, I've got to say, but the skill and control, Jimmy, you all right? What are you looking at? You okay? If you're not, let me know. The skill and control is brilliant. Your guy, you just got to do it early. Let me give you a tip. When you go inside him on your left, do that thing you do when you cut straight back and on your right, because they've got no centre halves. So basically, if you're cutting on the left, if you're not going to cross it, you're better off just going right. Now I'm ducking inside, and fucking you'll score a goal on your right, or you get brought down. So we've got a lot to play for here, but the fine margins are important, right? Get the next goal and put this to bed, boys. Anyone fucked? No? Okay, come on, boys. Good half. You feel all right, mate, yeah? You feel all right? If you're not, if you're fucked, you let me know. It's a team game, right? What's wrong? What's wrong? What are you worried about? It's not easy. I thought you'd done all right. Do you not think you've had a good half? Yeah, but it's not a winger's pitch, mate, okay? Listen, you'll get chances. Don't worry about it, okay?
Runners, Josh!
Welling do their best to kickstart an unlikely comeback, but Stan Gallagher and company have little trouble blunting the United attack. A series of throw-ins, high balls, crosses and general lumps into the air prove fruitless, but we do get to see a decision so bad we've only ever seen it once before, and that was at Charlwood, where the linesman was not independent.
He's in his own half! He's in his own half line! On your own!
Support!
On your own!
No, he's in his own half! He was in his own half!
He's in his own half, man! He's in his own half! Fuck me!
We don't have the requisite camera angles to show how hilarious this decision is, but you can clearly see Alfie doesn't leave his half until the ball is over his head.
Not even close.
No, that's a shambles, mate. It was about 4 yards inside. No, he's in his own half.
That's the worst decision.
Agreeing on a linesman's shortcomings is one of the few things that opposition teams will bond over.
He knows. Let it go. Let it go. Linesman, liven up now, please, mate.
At least offside gates gave us something to show you, for we must now skip to the 89th minute for the final highlight of the match.
Yeah! What an header! Big Dave! I'm so pleased he scored. He fucking needed that.
Popular striker David Radari finally gets his first goal for the club.
Great goal, that.
Juicy, great movement from him.
Yeah.
Yes, boys. Duckies. I'll see you off, yeah? See you off, mate.
Thanks, Warren, mate. That offside's a classic. Wait to see that, mate. It's fucking funny. Well done. Good game. Very good. Very good. You weren't watching where you missed it. Do you know where he was? It's fucking... It don't matter. I don't know.
I know where he was. He's still offside.
He's in the other half. Cheers, Harvey, mate. He's still trying to tell me he's offside. He goes, no, I know he's in his own half. He's offside.
No, open that door so I just chuck these out, please.
No, all the fans are walking past, really.
As the news filters through that Dartford have failed to stop Maidstone picking up all 3 points, the Dorking dressing room remains oddly upbeat, aided perhaps by the confusion around why a Bobby Joe Taylor chant has just started up directly outside the dressing room.
Yeah, Bobby out there.
Bobby started the chant.
Locked out.
We'll cover the sort of summary of where we're at. I thought the management team picked the right side today. So I think that's a good decisions made there by the management team this week. cheers for Sammy and Bobby's patience not playing again, and the boys not even named. Perfect attitudes, one big club and all that. Here, we know that. That's the best thing about it. Little bit of fatigue decisions coming in, like when you just fucking cross it and don't look up and stuff, Nicky. But a great game. You've had a great game, Nicky. You've had a great game. Brilliant to back down. Phenomenal stuff. Really good reading of the game. Your second phase defending is something else. You see the second bit as well. I think that's a midfielder in you, but excellent. Isaac as well. Cheeds made it look pretty easy out there, Cheadle, to be fair. On a pitch like that, we created in the first half about, it's just 15 openings. It's just way too much for them. I thought you listened to the instructions well as well. I thought you were sort of like putting balls in the box. You weren't overplaying, which is what you had to do. So I thought you'd done really well. All we said is we can only do what we're doing. That's 3 wins. And we'll play stronger opposition now. But that's, what's that, 3 clean sheets, 3 wins, and 5, 3, 8, 12 goals. So it's pretty decent form, yeah? And everybody's contributing. And I even felt, I said to Willsey before, like, I know he'd had an in and out one, but I feel like he could just come straight in. I feel like everybody in the side is contributing, which is great. There is an improvement there from when we started this morning, all right? And with 4 to go, we'll just have to keep sparring and doing what we can do, all right, boys? And then just worry about us again, all right, boys? But excellent today, played the pitch brilliantly, only 1 team in it. Get all the gear in nicely, please. Well done. Fantastic performance. National League South, 4-0 away from home. Rutherford hat-trick. Secured the points in the first half and really pleased. The sort of neutral football fan in me says that Maidstone look like champions with the way their season's gone. Countless last 5-minute winners. Little decisions have gone with them when they need them, and a good side. Players in form and a good manager. But we're still in the mix, and I think that is quite remarkable when you consider the season this team's had. This team today, 6 of that starting lineup weren't even available for about 30% of it. We had a torrid start to the season. Just when we got them all back, in 1 week, a bit like platoon, we had Pryor's collarbone, Briggs ACL, and Barry Fuller's not played due to a serious head injury. And so we've been asked questions of us. So to be in a situation whereby it's going to be hard to finish outside the top 2 and have 2 games at Meadowbank in front of a sellout crowd off the back of the season we've had is phenomenal. Got to stay focused on the positives, and if Maidstone drop a bollock, then we've just got to hopefully be there to pounce.
We knew that they were going to be a long ball team, so it didn't really matter what the pitch was like. We knew the ball was going to be coming at us in the air. So I think for us, it's, you know, we still were encouraged to play our passing football, which we did pretty well at times. But no, I thought it was okay. Thought we've always adapted pretty well. Mark's got a saying. He says that, you know, bad pitches make good teams look better, something along those lines. And there's definitely something in that. You know, if you can still pass the ball well and control the game, then actually you've got a massive advantage. Whereas when teams come and play on the 3G, you know, they often turn into Barcelona for 90 minutes. So it almost makes it easier for us in a way.
It was good. It was good. It was obviously dry conditions, tough place to come, but you know, we got the job done. So that was the most important thing. I think when it's conditions like this, you just got to be a little bit sharper. So with the players we've got, I mean, if everyone switched onto it, then you know, it can be an easy day's work. But it really depends, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it wasn't pretty at times today, but actually, you know, I enjoy these games as well. You know, there's nothing better than getting the ball down and playing football, but actually being able to grind out results, and you know, they're a big side today. And I thought we dealt with them really well and kind of bullied them at times. And there's a lot of enjoyment that we get out of that as well. But yeah, I mean, look, we obviously think about the other games before the game, maybe even for a second at half time. They're probably talking about it on the side, but you know, genuinely, when you're on the pitch playing, all you're thinking about is what's happening here. So you just kind of switch into football mode, and it's kind of, you know, as normal, really.
Where have I been? So I had like a double hernia, so I had to have an operation. But with COVID and everything going on, it kept getting delayed, so I had to wait for ages. So then I finally had the op, and then I was fit, but obviously we were flying. I think when I just got back fit, we won like 10 games in a row or whatever, so it's hard to come straight back in. So I had to bide my time a little bit and then get up to speed, and then now I'm here, back playing.
Feel like you're at your best?
Feel like I'm, yeah, just about getting there again. I remember I did see the one where I come back and they're like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, yeah. Had to get on there. But yeah, it's good to be back, mate. Yeah, it took a long time. I've been here like 4 years now, 5 years maybe, 4 or 5 years.
A long term is.
Yeah. So I went uni in Cardiff, played in the Welsh Prem for a bit, and then Gaffer rang me when I was coming back, and obviously I'm from Dorking as well, so it was a no-brainer to come back here.
Yeah, it's been going well. It's been going well. I feel like I've settled in pretty well to the style of play, and you know I've enjoyed playing. The lads have all been great. You know they don't tend to bring a lot of players in, especially mid-season. So I think it's important that you can kind of integrate with the team and stuff quickly, and I feel like I've done that. So yeah, really enjoying it.
Yeah, were you thinking at all about what was going on at Maidstone today when on the pitch? Did it cross your mind?
I mean, professional answer is say no. You know, you just get the job done, but it's always in the back of your head. Tough game at Dartford, so you're kind of hoping you come off at full time there and it's a draw or something. But you know, it's not to be today. But you know, let's hope so. Still plenty to play for. 4 games left, isn't there? So.
What do you do outside of football?
So I work as a PE teacher in a primary school, and I do like coaching, football stuff, football camps, all the after-school clubs, stuff like that for skill schools. It's called.
Yeah, we've got a brilliant team. We played the boys with quick feet. Put McShane in midfield, just need boys where the ball sticks to them, and that was the plan. But we have got a great team, and you are completely right. It is nice to know that we've got so many different players, and Cheadle and Oldacre came in, their first game together was Oxford City away at the start of that brilliant run, and they've been brilliant for us. The boys, even the boys not named, everybody loves the club. They all work hard. When they ask to play, they play, and they contribute, and keep making our job more difficult to pick the team for the next game.
Allow us to take this moment to mention our sponsor, fcfootballkit.com, because a lot of you are going to be thinking about getting a new kit for next season, and we mean it when we say you will not regret switching to these guys. Their kits are fucking class. This week's comment of the week comes from ASKE1, who said, every asterisk, everything else, laughing emoji, I see child I watch. Got a fucking clue what that means. And by the way, we do comment of the week because we want to encourage you to comment, because that really helps with the algorithm and it helps us grow, and we really need to grow.